staffingpreneurs. I don't know how to make this thing sit up right. Hey guys, hold on. Well, that didn't go right. I don't know if I can do it this way. Yep, they say rotate your phone. So let me try and rotate it like this. I am trying, guys, because I have I'm gonna have to bend down. Let me go on Facebook here. Hey Chris, I am checking in with you all. I have been I'm back in Atlanta, and I am having a very hard time with being able to go live on my MacBook for whatever reason. So I'm trying to go live on my phone, but we'll see. I don't know. Okay, good. I'm here, so I can see all comments that are there. They say I can start a watch party. I don't know if I want to start a watch party, but okay, so good. So let's get into some things. For whatever reason. Hold on. I'm trying to. There we go. So sorry about that. I want to be able to see comments. So I want to just really touch base with everybody because I haven't been on. I did listen, Chris. I went in when I'm on my Mac and I try to go live, it's so slow, and I'm hardwired in. So I don't if I check the settings on my Mac, what does that look like? Because I definitely accept any help that you have, because I literally cannot go live at all when I'm on my Mac, but I can on my phone. So y'all can see I'm kind of down here. Maybe I should just sit back a little bit. Hey Wanda, how are you? So look, I'm waiting for a couple of people to chime in here. I didn't really make an announcement that I was coming on live. I did talk to a couple of the staffingpreneurs and told them I was coming on at 7:15 today. Just to let you all know, because I haven't been in my group directly. I've been talking about everything that's been going on with outside of my group, but not within the Staffingpreneurs Academy group. And this is really, this is a really important time where where this conversation definitely needs to take place, because we have so much going on. Now, hold on, look at this. I'm trying to get this thing. Maybe I can try to set it up like this. Ooh, nope, that didn't work. Y'all see me going through it. Maybe that's better. Okay. So many things. So let's talk about this coronavirus. That's the big thing that nobody really wants to talk about, or rather everyone is talking about. Some staffing agencies, especially the smaller agencies, are having a challenging time, and they're struggling, or they're about to go through the struggle. But many staffing agencies are flourishing. They are flourishing. Not only are they I've gotten 7 new clients in the last 72 hours, literally, because people are starting to understand that when you have unemployment, then you have hiring. Unemployment doesn't mean that people aren't hiring. It means that specific industries may not be hiring, but it doesn't mean that people aren't hiring. So that's very interesting, right? So that puts us in a really interesting space. Now, I'm going to say that when you're niching, it becomes easier for you to figure out whether or not you're in a niche space that is going to be affected by economic challenges. Typically a recession. It was just declared this morning that we are in a recession. I think it was this morning or yesterday morning. And there are definitely some recession-proof niches. Most people in this space are in recession-proof niches. I'll probably put a video out in a couple of days talking about the different recession-proof niches. But if you're in the sales niche, you're good to go. If you're in IT or healthcare, home healthcare, I think is taking a hit. I haven't talked to everyone just yet, but I do think that home healthcare is taking a hit. So that's also a place. But manufacturing, with supply chain growing, IT, recession-proof industry, right? They're even re-enlisting people back into the military. Wanda, you better not go back. Thank you, Lynette. You're so amazing. For all my vets, there are 9,000 vets have agreed to go back into the military to help with this pandemic. And Wanda, of course, I would never tell you not to go back. I'm just teasing, but just keep that in mind. So I definitely want to hear from my vets and kind of like what you all are doing and what you all are experiencing. And did you get the email? And are you going back? So that's going on. The one thing I want to tell you all is don't freak out. There are definitely resources that are out here. I sent the email out if you're on my email list today with tons of resources. I'm getting ready to post a video in the group from many of you. If you've taken my group coaching program, you've met Tina. And okay, perfect. And Tina is, she just sent out this video about how to actually apply for the loans. You want to do that now. If you have been in business, if you have been in business for a year and you filed taxes, you are eligible for a loan to keep you afloat while this thing goes down. I've reached out to a number of the staffingpreneurs who I know are doing millions in their business to make sure that they have already put in for their loans so that they can keep their staff and keep their staffing agencies open. I definitely want you to do the same thing. Another thing I want you to do is to turn the MFing TV off. Like, you've got to. I know that sounds crazy, but too much coronavirus overload is going to absolutely drive you insane. It's going to drive you insane. Hearing about all the deaths are going to drive you insane. But I have some things I want to say about this situation. I definitely feel like it's too early for me to say what will happen and what will not happen per se. But what I will say is this. People die, hundreds and thousands of cases of bronchitis happen every year, acute bronchitis, and people die from that. Flu, people die from that, right? All of these viruses it's not uncommon for a virus to be in play in our society, and for us to get the vaccination and bounce back, or for us to have a strong enough immune system to bypass that and to bounce back. Yes, people are passing. They are. But when you look at the number of cases of people who are infected versus the number of people who are surviving and who are passing, the numbers are massive. There's a massive gap. It's like 166,000 people who have been cured, I think, I don't want to put any numbers. I just saw it on the Weather Channel, but it's a huge gap. That's not to say that you shouldn't be concerned. I want y'all to stay in the house. Sit y'all booties down, stay in the house, and take advantage of this time that you have. But if you're staying on social media and you're staying on the news, it's going to literally drive you, but you're going to go crazy. I'm telling you, I'm in a space right now where I can't take one more coronavirus report. I can't. And I'm trying to cover pieces of it for you all and for my other coaching programs. But I literally am just overwhelmed by the narrative that this virus is taking, because it's focusing more on the negative than it is on the positive. It's focusing more on the people who have passed and that are passing versus the people who are not experiencing it, or I guess who have been cured from it, or what have you. I hope I'm saying that in the right way. So I think that we have to have some balance around what we're consuming, and the biggest thing that I want you all to take away from this message today is that we don't live in fear. We live in faith. We don't live in fear. We live in knowing. And right now, if you're taking the mindset of, being afraid, being afraid, then you're not in the right place. You're not in the right mindset. You all know my story. You know the last recession, I closed my doors down out of fear versus faith, right? So I am so comfortable and calm. Y'all can tell. I am so comfortable and calm because I've already gone down this road before. I already remember my mistakes. I already know what I'm going to do differently this time, which is why I'm able to really talk to you all to let you know that this too shall pass. This is going to pass. It's going to pass. And when it does, let me just tell you, this market is going to be so fruitful. It's going to be an overflow. An overflow. You're talking about 3 million unemployment cases right now. They're predicting that we're going to be out or stay in place between Easter and May. That's what's being reported. If that's the case, we only have a month and a half to get our ish in gear before it's time for this thing to really glow up. Say glow up, because that's what's going to happen. These people, as soon as that lift is off and the economy starts to bounce back, these companies are going to be hiring. So you've got to be prepared. So if you're watching this replay and you've been effing around with your staffing business and ain't playing around with it, and you sitting at home and you're afraid what's going to happen, I want you to dust that fear right off your shoulder. And I want you to pull your manual out, log into your account, and start back again. Get the conversation going, okay? I'm not asking you to buy anything. I'm asking you to get in gear with your business because the world needs you now more than ever. It's not an idea anymore. It's not about it being an idea or even a way to leave a legacy for your kids. Just throw that out the window right now. Right now, you're in need. We are in a recession. This is when staffing agencies thrive. And I'm fired up about it. People are looking at the negative. I see the positive. 3 million employees for me to choose from. And when these companies are ready to start opening up their doors, I'm going to be placing them. Not only that, not every industry is being impacted negatively by this virus. Many industries are thriving from this virus. I am having an issue right now, specifically in the cannabis industry, because that is considered an essential business. And so dispensaries across the country are calling my job board and trying to post, and we're not even fully together because I didn't realize that this was going to happen, right? So that industry is booming. The pharma industry is booming. Right now, they're trying to find a vaccine. So pharmaceutical companies are going crazy right now looking for employees. Okay. IT data companies. If you're in the data analytics space, big need for you right now. Okay. They're trying to keep data. So much data out here. They need people, analytics, data scientists, hot, right? I can go on. It's a list of industries right now. Healthcare, naturally. Shout out to all my staffingpreneurs in the healthcare space. We love you. We appreciate everything that you're doing. Okay? There are few industries, there's small industries that are being impacted. You're talking about your hospitality, your entertainment, so yes, industries are definitely being impacted, but there are industries that are not being impacted and that need you today, right now. And if they don't need you now, within the next 2 to 3 months, they are. So this is the time. This is literally your time. This is literally your time. So if you're watching this replay and you BSing on your staffing business, stop it right now and get into gear, because this is where now staffing becomes meaningful for you and for the world. The world needs you right now in every way, form, or fashion. And I won't say the name, but the CEO of one of the top staffing agencies in the country reached out to me this morning and said, "Where's your voice, D. Williams? You're not on LinkedIn. And the reality is that we need to hear you and we need to feel your energy. Where are you?" That's why I posted a PSA. I did a video that said, D, we need you on. Are you talking to staffing companies about the state? Because the small ones are hurting. And I said, yeah, I actually have been. And she's like, what are you saying to them? How are you? Like, so it was a huge conversation. And then I was on the line with the American Staffing Association because I'm on their calendar 6 times a year. I'm doing their main event in October, Staffing World. I have the 2 Staffing Connect events I was scheduled for. They just turned them into virtual events, which was the meaning for our conversation this morning. And I'm doing 3 live webinars this year. So I'm talking to ASA and they're like, D, we need you. We like, so I get it. I get it. And the only thing that I can tell you all right now is that this is our time to shine. That's what I can tell you. I can tell you this is when we shine. I just got so fired up. I got a little emotional. I don't want to get emotional. I promised myself I was never going to do that again. But this is our time. This is when we're fired up. This is when we're going out and we're helping. We are the military of the world right now through people, through staffing. We have to support the niches that are in need and prepare for the niches that are going to need us when this thing blows over. So I want each and every one of you to get fired up about your niche recruitment and staffing businesses right now. And I mean it right now. Get fired up. What can you do to create impact during the coronavirus pandemic right now? How is your niche recruitment and staffing agency going to be a part of that? Part of this movement? That's the question that we have to have. So I will be going live. You will see me. Everybody's asking me to go, which means I can't hide behind my desk another day. It's our time. I am so fired up. Y'all feel it? I am so fired up because this is us. We're now here, Front Street, Staffingpreneurs. What are we going to do? Let's show the world who the hell we are and what value we bring. Yes, we got this. Let's go out. Let's do it. 3 million people on the market. Let's go connect with those 3 million people. Let's get them pipeline. Clients are out there waiting. Get on the phones. Email. Call those clients. Don't sell them. Ask them, what can I do to support you? How can I help you? How are you handling the virus? This is our time. Let's do this, staffingpreneurs. I'm not even playing, y'all. Love